It's always good being in the corner knowing you don't really got to worry about the person on the other side.
Start off just by letting everybody know we're designating Mooney Ward and Jalen Carlisle to return to practice today.
Look who's on the other sideline. Your least favorite defensive coordinator, Lou Anarumo.
All the reps these guys are getting are only going to be beneficial to us later in the season.
Here, Indiana move. We from Indiana move. We some Indiana move. I'm an Indiana move.
Touchdown, I-N-D-Y. And he lost the ball. There's a fumble. Who's got it? The officials say the Colts do. Great team win, baby. Lobs it way downfield, intercepted, coming forward and making the INT for the Colts in the back end. To see the Colts win Super Bowl.
Hey, win on three. 1, 2, 3, win!
Welcome back to the channel. This is Marcus Sniffles, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the Colts-Chiefs matchup, a little injury news, and we're going to talk about how weird this NFL season has been. But first, before we get into that, make sure you guys like the video, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to hit 900 subscribers before the end of the season, which is in February. We're at about I think we're at 880 right now. So we need just a few more, man. Like, y'all, we're right there. Hit the subscribe button. So one thing I wanted to talk about was the tight end matchup for this game. Like, obviously, Travis Kelce is one of the greatest tight ends of all time. And he's still one of the more productive tight ends in the league still. He's been in the league for over a decade at this point, won multiple Super Bowls, multiple Pro Bowls, multiple All-Pros, is consistently breaking records for tight ends. And it kind of got me thinking, like, can our rookie tight end, Tyler Warren, be the next Travis Kelce? Like, can he get on that track to being one of the greatest tight ends of all time? Like, obviously, being an all-time great tight end is incredibly hard to do. There's a lot of amazing tight ends throughout history, whether it be like Shannon Sharp, Tony Gonzalez, Antonio Gates. There's plenty of them. So many great ones. Travis Kelce, obviously, Gronk. It's very hard to crack that top five. But if you were to have some sort of hope that Tyler Warren could be on the path to being an all-time great tight end, I think we're looking pretty good. If we just go by the numbers. Now, obviously, when Travis Kelce came into the league, the tight ends weren't really involved in the passing game as much, and some of this stuff was a little bit before Mahomes got there. So Travis Kelce, his rookie season, he did not play because he got hurt, so he missed his entire rookie season. But his second season, he had 67 catches for 860 yards and 5 touchdowns. Right now, Tyler Warren has 50 catches, 617 yards, and 3 touchdowns. So as long as Tyler Warren keeps up this current pace, he will definitely be better than Travis Kelce's first year as, in a 16, 17 game starter. And that's a good sign. Like, it's one thing to say, like, oh, well, it's a passing league. Everybody gets a lot of catches now. How many teams actually have, like, a legit tight end that's a great pass catcher? There's not that many. There's not 10 active right now. So I feel good about Tyler Warren. I feel good about where he's at. I'd actually, at some point, would like to compare his rookie numbers at the end of the season to some of the all-time great tight ends to see what he is on pace to possibly become. So the next thing we're going to talk about is we got some good news as far as the injury status of a few players. Looks like Charvarius Ward has been placed on, he's off of IR now from his concussions, and it looks like he's going to play. And we talked about this in the last video. We were wondering about Jalen Carlisle's status as a player and if he's going to be, like, coming back soon. He was at practice, so that's also another good sign. I'm not sure if he's going to play. It would be awesome if he could, but I would understand if he did not play, if he wasn't cleared and fully healthy. That's good news. It's good to start getting players back for the stretch run of the season. And with Charvarius Ward coming back, that kind of got me wondering, how is Lou Anarumo going to deploy his weapons in the secondary when it comes to Sauce Gardner and Charvarius Ward? Is he going to have them, who are they going to man up against? Are they going to play more heavy zone? Is he going to have each of them play just one side of the field and, whoever's on your side of the field, that's who you cover? If I was, and I'm not a defensive coordinator. I'm not Lou Anarumo. I've never coached in the NFL. I have, coached pretty good defenses on Madden, but outside of that, I don't have a lot of NFL experience. But if Lou Anarumo was to come to me and say, "Hey, what would you do against this Kansas City offense?" I would put Javarius Ward on Rashee Rice because Rashee Rice is not really a speed receiver. Now he's fast, but he's not really known for his speed. He's more of a physical big receiver, and Javarius Ward is a little bit bigger. And I would put Sauce Gardner on Xavier Worthy, who is a smaller but faster receiver. And I feel like Sauce, with his speed and his arm length, is a good matchup for that. And then I would have a mix of Nick Cross and Kenny Moore man on man against Travis Kelce. And then just have, all our linebackers play zone coverage underneath and have Cam Bynum play over the top as safety. And just I'm going to bet on Layatu Latu to win his matchups. I'm going to bet that Latu can get around his guy before any of the Chiefs receivers can get open in man-to-man coverage. That's what I'm going to do. That is going to be my game plan. And I'm going to look at Andy Reid and I'm going to say, you are not going to beat me with Patrick Mahomes' arm. You're not going to beat me with that. You can try, but I'm not going to sit here and let you just dink and dunk and tear us apart in the passing game. I'm going to dare you to run the ball 30 times against us. And if we're being honest, with our linebackers, they're actually they're made to stop the running. That's what they're best at. Pratt and Zaire Franklin, they're run-stopping linebackers. So I feel pretty good about our defense and how they match up against the Chiefs' offense. Now, if we're going to talk about matchups, let's talk about Patrick Mahomes' matchup against Lou Anarumo, like one-on-one. Pat is 3-3 in 6 games. And if you believe in, PFF stats or whatnot, he has a 74 passing grade, 13 big-time throws, and 9 turnover plays. So against Lou Anarumo, Patrick Mahomes is not the Patrick Mahomes that we're used to seeing. Lou Anarumo is fairly good he's not stopping Patrick Mahomes because you don't really stop him, but he coaches very well against him. And I would make the argument that our defense is better than those Bengals defenses. Like, we don't have anybody as good as Trey Hendrickson, but they don't have anybody as good as Sauce. They don't have anybody as good as Javarius Ward. They don't have anybody as good as Kenny Moore or Cam Bynum. They didn't have those kinds of guys. I think a lot of people are going to be surprised at how well our defense plays against Patrick Mahomes.
You made it this far. If you have not liked the video at this point, what are you waiting for? Just like the video. Hit the like button right now. I'm talking to you. Make sure you like the video and subscribe and drop a comment. All that stuff. This is a threat. Not a threat, a warning. But it could be a threat. Just do it.
So let's talk about the other side of the ball. Let's talk about the offense. Now, the last time Shane Steichen went up against Spags' defense he went up against Spags in the Eagles-Chiefs Super Bowl, the Super Bowl that the Chiefs won. Shane Steichen was the offensive coordinator for the Eagles, and he kind of called a masterclass offensively. Like, Jalen Hurts was 27-38, 300 yards, 1 touchdown, only got sacked twice, 103 passer rating, 15 carries for 70 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. And those kinds of numbers are why. That was the reason why he was able to get the Colts head coaching position. And those numbers are probably why he was fine with drafting a player like Anthony Richardson as his quarterback, because he saw what he could do with Jalen Hurts. He saw Jalen Hurts' ability to throw the ball and his running ability. If you look at the offensive possessions for that Eagles offense in that Super Bowl, they scored 4 touchdowns. On all 4 of those touchdown drives, they were all over 60 yards. He had a 75-yard drive, a 68-yard drive, a 75-yard drive, a 60-yard drive, and another 75-yard drive, all for touchdowns. If you go through the entire game, it was touchdown, punt, touchdown, fumble, touchdown, field goal, punt, touchdown, game over. Like, that's an impressive game plan. That's a very impressive showing as an offensive coordinator. Rushing yards, they had over 100 yards rushing. Again, they only allowed 2 sacks, 417 total yards, 11 of 18 on third down, 2 for 2 on fourth downs, won the time of possession 35-24. Like, Shane Steichen kind of carved up a Spags defense. So, like, again, I think a lot of people are going to be surprised at how well the Colts play against this Chiefs team when you consider the players and the coaching staff. And then you also have to realize the NFL is weird. Like, the NFL is weird when it comes to who's good, who's bad, who's going to win a game, who loses games, how they win, things of that nature. Like, if you look at last year, just speaking on the Chiefs, they were 11-0 in one-score games, and they ended up making it all the way to the Super Bowl. 11-0 in one-score games. The fact that they played in 11 one-score games is pretty insane, and they won all of them. Like, the NFL is such a coin flip league. Like, one or two plays can change the entirety of a game. So the Chiefs went last year from being 11-0, undefeated in one-score games. This year, they're 0-3. They haven't won a close game, a one-score game yet. They are 0-3 in one-score games. The NFL is just weird. It's weird like that. You like one year you're 11-0 in one-score games and playing in the Super Bowl, and the very next year with practically the same roster, you're going 0-3 in one-score games, and you're fighting for your playoff life at midseason. And if you look at the numbers, Patrick Mahomes is playing better than he was last year. Travis Kelce is playing better. Rashee Rice is back. The defense is playing better. The NFL is just weird. And that's why, for me, I don't apologize for the Colts blowing teams out when they have the chance to, because you never know. You never know what could happen. The Colts this year are 3-2 in one-score games, and they've had 5 blowout wins. I'm talking about winning by more than 2 touchdowns. Every loss that the Colts have had this year, which is only 2, has been by 1 score. And even if you look at those losses were weird. Like the Rams loss was the 80 Mitchell game, where it's like there's 2 plays out there. If one of those 2 plays goes differently, the Colts maybe win that game. You look at the Steelers game, which we lost, another 1-score game. We had 6 turnovers in that game. If we have half of those turnovers, if we only have 3 turnovers in a game, especially in a 1-score game, there's a possibility that we win that game also and that we're undefeated right now. It's a possibility that we're 10-0 if 5 plays go differently. You take away one of those 80 Mitchell plays and you take away 3 of the turnover plays that we had, this team might be undefeated. But that just goes to show how weird the NFL can be, and how if you have an opportunity to win and win big, you have to do it. There is no, okay, let's let up on this team, because the Colts, have a history of being up big and still losing the game. Every game needs to be played until the final whistle, which is super cliche, and I can't believe I said that on a public platform. But either way, I'm excited for this game. I'm not gonna lie, I am very excited. I think the Colts are going to win this game because, quiet as kept, Patrick Mahomes in the regular season is 0-2 against the Colts. He has yet to beat the Colts in the regular season, and I think that streak continues on Sunday, and the Colts go to 9-2, and hopefully we can, try to get closer to getting that 1 seed. We need a couple of teams ahead of us to lose some games, but it's always a possibility. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you like the video. Is Tyler Warren on pace to being one of the greatest tight ends ever? Do you think the Colts are going to win this game? Let me know. Let me know y'all's score predictions in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. We drop videos every Monday at 7 in the morning. Go Colts.
Thanks for watching, babe. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel.